Voters across Russia's 11 time zones have 3 days in which to cast their votes. The winner of this election is already known, but apart from Vladimir Putin, there are 3 other candidates. They've all been approved by the Kremlin, and they're all targets of Western sanctions for supporting Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Leonid Slutsky heads the far-right Liberal Party. He's fiercely anti-West and an extreme Russian nationalist. 75-year-old Nikolai Kharitonov is the Communist Party candidate. He's run before and pitches his appeal to older voters who miss the Soviet Union. And then there's the relative newcomer, Vladislav Davankov, of the New People Party. Although a supporter of the war in Ukraine, he wants negotiations and a more democratic Russia. He's polling at 6% and could come second. The only genuine opposition candidates have been banned from standing. First among them, Boris Nadezhdin, a Liberal mayor who gathered 150,000 signatures to back his campaign, which was focused on peace in Ukraine. Russia's political landscape is more tightly controlled than ever.
In the Russian Federation, the authorities have further intensified their repression of dissenting voices prior to this month's presidential election. Several candidates have been prevented from running due to alleged administrative irregularities.
Despite the appearance of a political choice, Putin looks set to win another 6-year term by a huge margin. The election takes place against the backdrop of the war in Ukraine. On Friday, Russia's Minister of Defense and Chief of Staff voted together and in uniform. Voters in the 4 illegally annexed regions of Ukraine will be taking part. Putin has urged them to vote.
Let me be very clear. Participation in the election is a manifestation of patriotic sentiments. The residents of Donbass and Novorossiya are well aware of this as they vote for the unification with Russia in the harshest conditions.
Putin first came to power in 2000. That means generations of young Russian voters have known nothing but his rule. And despite the huge human and material cost of his war in Ukraine, many millions of Russians will vote for him. Unlike the last presidential election, there will be no international observers this time. Opposition activists and supporters of the recently deceased opposition leader Alexei Navalny plan protests at polling stations at noon on Sunday. But no one expects them to affect the results. But the veneer of credibility matters to Putin, and his expected victory will be used, as it has been before, to legitimize whatever he does next. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.